5 men went to a basketball game and somehow ended up dead in the mountains. What happened to them still doesn't make sense. In February 1978, 5 friends attended a college basketball game in Chico, California. Their names were Gary Mathias, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, Ted Wire, and Jackie Hewitt. They were excited, laughing, talking about the next game they were planning to play in. Everything about that night seemed completely normal. After the game ended, they got into their car and started driving home. But they never made it. Days later, their car was found, abandoned, in the mountains, far from the route they should have taken. And right away, investigators noticed something strange. The car wasn't damaged. It wasn't stuck. There was gas in the tank. The keys were gone, but everything else was there, which meant they chose to leave it. Think about that. 5 grown men leave a perfectly working car in the freezing mountains in the middle of the night. Why? Search teams began combing the area. But at first, there was nothing. No footprints, no signs of where they went. Just an empty car sitting in silence. Months passed. The snow began to melt. And that's when the first real clue appeared. Deep in the forest, searchers found a trailer cabin. Inside was one of the men, Ted Wire. He was dead. But what they found inside that cabin is what makes this case so disturbing. There was food, plenty of it. Military rations, canned supplies, enough to keep someone alive for weeks. And yet Ted had starved to death. He had lost a massive amount of weight. His beard had grown out. It was clear he had been alive in that cabin for a long time. But he never opened the food. Not only that, there were matches, heating materials, everything he needed to survive, but he didn't use them. Why? Nearby searchers found the remains of 2 more of the men, scattered, exposed to the elements. Another was never found at all. And Gary Mathias, the one considered the most physically capable, also vanished. Gone, without a trace. So now the question became, what happened that night? Why did they drive into the mountains? Why did they leave the car? And why did one of them die, surrounded by everything he needed to live? Some believe they got lost, but that doesn't explain why they left the car. Others think they were scared, that something or someone made them abandon everything. There were even reports of witnesses seeing a group of men near that area that night. But nothing was ever confirmed. And then there's the most unsettling theory of all, that something happened that we still don't understand. Because nothing about this case follows logic. 5 men take a wrong turn, leave a working car, walk into freezing wilderness, and die in ways that don't add up. And one of them sits in a cabin surrounded by food and starves. What would make someone do that? Fear? Confusion? Or something else we're missing? To this day, the Yuba County 5 case remains unsolved. Follow for more cases like this.